We're gonna do first move versus first move. Hammered that one, that was good. I'm holding in my fingertips, I just close my hand and that top edge comes all the way down. There you go. We want that right hand stabbing more down and in, and then lifting with that left hand. Once we get that piece, we're ripping through. What's going on, guys? Coach Derek here, back with another video. We are in Billerica, Massachusetts, here with my boy Jacob. And it's just another beautiful Saturday, little private lesson action. Let's get after it. Left hand, ready, down, set. All right, good. All right, what do you want to work on today?
Top edge.
Top edge, like your clamp?
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
Hand speed.
Hand speed? I love it when guys say hand speed, that's super easy. Okay, we'll start with hand speed, then we'll get into like your first move and stuff. We'll start super simple, ball hops. We're gonna have to stick on the ground. You know this drill, right? All right, cool. Grab, place, tap. Second whistle, stop. Ready, down, shut. Good, okay, next we're gonna do follow the leader. Set. Set. To piece the hand speed stuff into reaction stuff with partner drops, okay? Ready? Nice. I got him on that one. All right, so the point of doing all these hand speed drills is because we're working on the hand-eye coordination. The first 3 drills are a little bit more oriented around that hand-eye coordination, where that last one, yes, it's implemented, but we start to get that reactionary piece, which aids in hearing the whistle and just reacting to what's going on, whether it's the clamp or even seeing what's transpiring in the face-off. So hand speed is directly correlated with your hand-eye coordination, and if you can improve your hand-eye coordination with those 3 drills, it's going to greatly improve your hand speed. So we're going to start with 2-ball efficiency clamps. We'll do 10 reps. Make sure we're snapping down, getting that ball to the throat, okay? You hit that front ball, it's a great indicator you're going too much forward. Ready, down, set. A little bit more stab with that right, because we do want to finish with the ball in the throat, right? You're kind of snapping here, and that's really it. There's no strength or substance behind it. So really focus on stabbing those hands as well as getting that top edge over. Set. Better. We'll start with right hand only clamps, working on that stab, okay? And then we'll get into slow clamps, getting that top edge over, all right? So right hand only versus the half clamp, ready? Get that ball all the way to the throat. Down, set. See how you're just going? Get that top edge. Because your left hand is what's generating that top edge more than your right. So really focus on that right thumb getting the ball to the throat. Better. There it is. Down. Set. We're going to do slow clamps versus a false clamp. So hover that top edge over the ball for me. Yeah. So when you're clamping, I'm just going to say down, set, go. You're going really slow, getting that top edge to the ball, and then we're shooting down the line nice and slow, and then we can finish through with our pressure. Go. Not bad. Go a little bit slower. We don't want to use that left hand too soon, okay? This is where we're going to implement that efficiency aspect of our clamp. So making sure we're getting our top edge to the ball, down the line, and then we can implement our left hand. But we cannot use our left hand till the ball's at the throat. Go. Good. Separate the top edge and down the line motion a little bit more. Go. There it is. Nice. Go. Perfect. Full speed, clamp versus the half clamp. Ready, set. There it is. There you go. Down, set. Nice. Last one down. Good. Okay, now we're gonna bring it all together. We're gonna do first move versus first move. This is a great drill, just so I can kind of see where Jacob's clamp is at, and also determine the inefficiencies to make sure he's getting to the ball properly every single rep.
Ready, down, set.
Hammered that one, that was good. You're doing, dude, your top edge is actually great. You've always had quick hands, so like your hand speed is fine, I think. If you emphasize down the line motion a little bit more, because you're definitely getting to the ball before me, you're gonna go through my pressure, okay, and get that ball to the throat. I also think, let me see this. I also think like your stick's a little hourglassed. So like when you do meet in that middle, the ball like gets stuck there, if that makes sense, right? So that even more so, when we get that top edge, shoot that right thumb straight into the top of my stick. And that's gonna press it through to the throat. Does that make sense?
Set.
There you go. That was pretty money. Hammered. Nice.
Set.
A little bit more down the line. That's pretty much it. You just came a little bit forward, and that's where you slipped off the ball, is when your hands went too much forward, not enough down the line. I just got to the throat more, or closer to the throat than you did. That's why like finishing through down the line is a little bit harder. You hammered that whistle, you just clamped forward on that one. Ball's at my throat though, right? Your top edge is great. You're hammering almost all those whistles, so your reaction time, hand speed looks great. I think just the both hands going down the line is where your bread and butter is going to be made. The other aspect that we didn't really go over at all, some of them where I was beating you more clean. In my left hand, instead of having it in my palm, I went to my fingertips. So the fingertips, if you ever find yourself where you're matching with a guy, you're not getting completely over, fingertips are just going to make that top edge motion quicker. Okay, just closing your hand. So for everybody that can see, I'm holding in my fingertips, I just close my hand and that top edge comes all the way down. So for example, I try to get my palm as flat to the ground as I can. Terrible timing. I try to get my palm as flat to the ground as I can, and all I'm doing with that left hand is closing it, and it gets the top edge all the way over. If you have the stick in your palm, you can still achieve that, right? But after you make that first move and you're bent over, it's hard to bend over again. So if you go to make that second move, you have to either reset or you don't have the range of motion to turn down. So that's why I think fingertips can be beneficial off that first whistle to work on getting that top edge all the way over, because now my wrist is still neutral, and if I'm 50-50, I can turn over again to fully flush that top edge over the ball. We'll do a couple clamps versus a half clamp with the stick in your fingertips just so you can get used to it. Nice. Good. So I think those first few reps you were just getting like used to it, but do you feel the difference stemming from your fingertips, getting that top edge down? And that's in combination with that right thumb turning down into the turf. So using both hands is really going to help with that top edge action if you want to get 100% of the ball in the throat of your stick. Since your hand speed is like really good and you're pretty quick, I assume you won most of the clamps on, when was your game? Thursday? Okay, since you won most of the clamps, let's work on that quick clamp. So when we're quick clamping, it's a little bit different than that top edge we've been focusing on. We want that right hand stabbing more down and in, and then lifting with that left hand. So we're going from here to get a piece. Once we get that piece, we're ripping through and curling our wrist to scoop it with that bottom edge. Okay, so let's separate this into two whistles. Down, set, whistle, second whistle, pulling through. Okay, did this last time we were here. Really focus on stabbing down, getting that bottom edge under. Yeah, literally just like that. You can go down the line a little bit more, but it's really just like knifing the ball with your right hand. Down, set. Yes, just like that. Good. Stab at the ball a little bit more with that right. And that's fine too. Sometimes the ball will be on the ground when you pop it out like that. So next, to kind of put it more into one fluid motion, right? We separate it into two motions. We need one fluid motion when we're getting in and out. It's gonna do the same thing versus a false clamp, okay? False clamp is simulating the pressure you're gonna feel off the whistle. Ready?
Are we still doing two whistles?
One whistle, you're just getting in and out, okay? Really focus on just your hands moving here. Set. Good, a little bit smoother, right? There was a small hesitation there. Yeah, it's more like that. That one was a little bit too much pressure forward. We gotta get pressure more into the ball. So like with that right hand, it's honestly with the right hand and the leverage from the left is where that pressure is gonna go down, right? Getting that stab into the ball, and then we're getting out. Yeah, more like that. And this is also why it's kind of like a little uncontrolled. You're lifting your chest too soon. So we want to try to keep that chest low when we get here. All right, keep that chest low, and then we can lift up. So you're literally leading with your hands. Like if you go here and then you're lifting up, see how my pressure gets lifted? It's because you're taking your hands away from the ball. Keep that chest a little bit lower on this. Down, set. More like that, yep. Add the fluidity. 5 reps, right? Like when you've been getting it out, sometimes you go like through my pressure and directly forward. I want you to almost imagine that right hand coming to your left pocket. This is just gonna allow you to control it more because you're getting in and out here. You wanna get, boom, down, set, whistle, right? And we're getting here and then out. You're kind of getting a piece, right, and getting it out there, which is fine. That's like technically a little bit quicker because you're moving your hands in a smaller vicinity, but for more control, try to get that right hand to your left pocket. Down. Don't focus on the ground ball. I'll give it to you. All right, we're keeping that left foot planted. Okay, so just use your hands. Don't worry about where it pops. Obviously, keeping your feet planted, we want to try to control it and pop it from our feet. If it goes forward, I'll just grab a ball, reset for you, okay? Yes, like that. You're keeping that left hand low a little bit too long. Really focus on off the whistle, getting boom. Yes, like that, okay? Now let's speed it up. Like you're getting like here and then you're lifting up like that. When we practice the forward exit and we drag, it's almost keeping pressure like that. So getting your pressure down into the ball. See how I'm pressing into the ball? And then here. And that scoop aspect stems from that left hand curling up. Okay, that's what's gonna get in the back of your stick. Down. Yes, like that. Now speed it up. You're golden. Down, set. Yeah. So like your hands, press in, press in, press in. Now press down with like that right hand and lift with the left. So like there. Now curl this hand up
so like,
and towards you.
What do you mean? Like,
so go, like so that. You want to go from here to there. Okay. So ready, watch my left hand. So like I'm getting here, okay? And when I get here, I'm curling that left hand up. See how it stays in the back of my stick? That, I mean, I have thicker mesh, so it grabs it a little bit more, but that curl is what's scooping the ball with that bottom sidewall. And then we can get up. There you go. You're doing a good job getting to here. Now just focus on getting that left hand a little bit more forward to drive that bottom edge under and then get through. That, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's where you need to get to, like when you're quick clamping, if you want to control it more.
Okay. On
that rep, just so you can have it in your muscle memory. Continuing off of the theme of you having pretty quick hands, now let's work on getting a quick right pop. Okay, so we're gonna get in and out. I want you to try to go from here. We'll do like pinch and then pop there, and then we'll work on the quick rollout, getting the ball there. So let's do 5 reps of each. Yeah, like that. So if you, because like going quick, right, if you flick it too much, it kind of just flies out like that. So for you, I want you to almost make a little bit more of a drag motion, so you're coming around. And like I said before, it's gonna help scoop the ball with that bottom edge, right? Getting there. Yeah, like that. Pressure on that bottom edge. Set. Like that, yep, like that, but now let's do it quick. Down. That was it. Like I said before, set. That was good. Good. Here to here, you're just pushing a little bit too much forward. Literally for this one, just focus on your top edge and then straight back. So what you're doing is you're going here and then back. When you press forward, that's where you're getting caught on my stick. If you just focus on top edge and then out, that's where you're gonna get it in and out quick. See? Yeah. Now add a little bit of pressure to that and you're golden. There you go. There you go. You're doing a great job snapping down. Oh, I see where it's getting caught. Hold on. With this one, again, you might have to come at more of a 45-degree angle with that left hand. See?
Yeah.
Set. There you go. Does that make sense though?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We just went over a lot in that little spin. When you do face-off work at practice, I want you only working on quick outs.
Okay.
Okay? Like quick outs and then a little bit of counter work. It's still early in the season and I'm gonna see you once a week, so we can go over it as the season progresses. But overall, yeah, good stuff. Do you have any questions for me? All right, cool. Hi, my name is Derek Iannone, and I'm here with Jacob Green. Jacob, how was the session today?
It was amazing.
Yeah, did you get better?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, give me 3 things you learned.
Push down on that right hand, go over it, like get top hand over, but still go down the line, and then get it out quick.
Get out quick, exactly. Rated out of 10?
I'd say 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. What area do I need to improve on?
Beating me.
I like it. Good job. Thank you, buddy. And with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.